Hello Mike, it's Flo with My Amazon Guy. I'd like to provide you with a free audit of your listings on Amazon. My team has identified 3 areas which will help you increase traffic to your listings and increase conversion. Of course, that's going to increase your bottom line. My goal is to capture your attention enough so that we might be able to hop on a phone call or a Zoom call so that I can tell you how My Amazon Guy can help you sell more products in this very competitive arena of supplements. Let's dive right in. I want to let you know that your first opportunity, and by the way, some of these are going to be easy fixes that won't cost you $1, perhaps just a little bit of time to get corrected. But first thing is you're going to want to get corrected is utilizing all 7 slots of the images that Amazon helps you, allows you to display. You don't have all 7, and I'll talk about your video in a moment, which I think is very effective. But here's what's missing. You're missing lifestyle imagery. You want to put people in the mood for buying your product, and these 2 really are, I would say, the same. It's perhaps a little confusing. If it's different, I'm not seeing it other than just the pills outside, so there's not much there. For lifestyle, I would recommend people using the product. I take fish oil myself, doctor recommended, because I'm not quite on medication. Hopefully, won't have to be, but I'm doing it, and this is too dry. You want to show people the lifestyle that they want to have, perhaps in the kitchen, with the product, preparing a healthy meal with your product there too. This particular image, I would somehow it needs to be replaced. It's confusing. I understand. It took me a while to kind of figure out what's happening here. You're asking too much of the reader to absorb this. Now, in your video, explainer video, it explains it well. It explains it in natural language that's easy to understand. I understand better after watching your video about the absorption too, but that's not being captured here in this image too. Let me give you some image comparisons on an unrelated product, but still I think you'll get the idea. One of the products that we represent are wine glasses, funny stemless wine glasses to be specific, on the internet, and I'll show you some of the imagery that we do here. In some of your images, you could indicate some of the items and elements of your fish oil by using some infographics. So I think that would be recommended. I'll show you here some other ideas of lifestyle imagery. Again, these are wine glasses, so obviously different product. But you'll see people using the product, or at least happy, healthy people talking about it or holding your product and smiling with some eye contact. So those are some ideas too in regards to your images. Let's continue on with your listings. The next area of opportunity is your title. It looks like it could be massaged there to include some more of the organic keywords that are going to help people find your listing. But this is a definite. The 5 bullet points that Amazon allows you are utilizing, but you're not using nearly the character count. And again, in your video, it describes it very well. These bullet points are too dry, too quick. You want to go ahead and, besides talk about the technical aspects of your product, you want to let people know more about some lifestyle opportunities here. Again, what keywords you're going to use, I'll show you here in a moment on specific keywords that you're going to want to include in your bullet points. But by not using all of your allocated character count, you're missing a big opportunity. Finally, when it comes to your A+ content, you'll have some opportunity here for improvement. First of all, I commend you on having A+ content. It's very much needed. The next thing I would argue, again, is here's the graphic here. The fact that you are saying this is great because this is searchable, crawlable content. The fact that you put that overlay on top of, again, this element, which is behind that, I didn't know if that was movable, like with the on RA+ content. When you look at the ladies here, okay, well, it's not hiding them. It's a movable track there. So I thought for a moment, well, maybe that's movable, but it's just a little confusing too. I would just retool this and try to say it in a more concise element, because you're seeing this science thing here, and it's not being really explained well about the absorption. So that's what I would recommend. The next thing is, these is somewhat of a wasted real estate here. You can combine these elements, I would challenge you, into a more informative infographic that talks about these things, but yet you're going to be able to use more of these keywords here. You need more keywords, as I'll show you. You're in too competitive of a field here to not be utilizing all your keywords. This is a better representation, a better usage of the real estate too. But I would argue that all that white space is sort of being wasted here. You can see here's an infographic that, if you can imagine, it would tell the elements that you're trying to convey, but use it in one square there. I think you could do that, and then therefore use more lifestyle imagery. I'm harping on these things because these are the things that make people convert to utilize your product, and you want to capture them there. You're explaining about your product up here, and with your A+ content, you want to keep them engaged because the longer they stay on your listing, the more likely they are to convert. The last thing I want to show you is taking a look under the hood of your listing with a tool called Cerebro. It shows me that you have sponsored keywords of about 2,800 that you're paying for, and about 2,300 organic. And you have an opportunity, by our estimations, to have at least 6 or 7 organic keywords, because it's such a popular and trending item. I'll show you here, back to our wine glass example. If by the character count that I showed you, by utilizing our bullet points, by using effective A+ content, if we're able to index for over 6,000 organic keywords for social wine glasses. By the way, we have the distinction of being in the number 1 and number 2 slots for people looking for funny wine glasses. Take a look here. Our competing products are over 10,000, but yet we're trending number 2 for funny wine glasses and accessories too. So you can see here we're light on our sponsored keywords, but you have an opportunity to seriously build your organic by massaging those bullet points, by improving your A+ content, and behind each image on the internet is something that's called alt text. Let me turn on my alt text viewer, and this is another thing that's actually dragging you down. Your designer did a good job of implementing some alt text on the images, but because you have commas separating the terms, you've messed up the syntax, and that's not the way that Google and Amazon search. By putting the commas in there, you have to actually put some roadblocks too. So you want to have it more in a natural speaking way. This is some better examples down here where it's more written like a human being would read it. The fact that you keep repeating some of the same search terms really isn't helping you too. So that's where you want to revamp your alt text behind your images, and try not to have it so repeating too, because that's not helping you too. Let's take a look specifically at the words that are being found organic in this group here. Here's where you're ranking number 1, 2, 3. You can see this. This is how well you are ranking organically. You can see here that you are in the number 1 position for a few opportunities, few search phrases, but look at the low search volume, 30, 35, 344. What you want to do is increase your organic searchability by using words in the way that people are searching for it. As an example here, you could see here that for these phrases, this is not 42 search phrases or something, over 122,000 people are searching for fish oil, omega-3 fish oil, 46,000, 95. And these are not out of reach for you to implement better with some effective organic keyword searches. The next thing that concerns me is that the items that you are placing, 1, 2, 3, 4, look at the search volume is low, but more concerning is the search volume trend. all of your search terms are on the decline, and I would say significantly. So this is a harbinger of things to come. Right now is the time to revamp your organic keyword strategy. At My Amazon Guy, I want to tell you a little bit about our agency. We're a full-fledged Amazon agency. We are one of the largest assisting people in Seller Central. We specialize in design, advertising, refunds, trademarks, but there's some core elements that we are 10 out of 10 in, and no one can touch us, and these four components. The first two deal with driving more traffic to your listings, and that's done through effective PPC, pay-per-click, and SEO campaigns. And secondly, the next part is about conversion, and that falls under this umbrella with design and cataloging. Now, cataloging happens to be one of the most misrepresented, misunderstood, and quite frankly, not a lot of time spent on this. Basically, some people feel that, hey, I've got a listing on Amazon, it's out there, set it and forget it and leave it alone. What we do at My Amazon Guy is that once we implement effective strategies, we never stop working on your pay-per-click, your SEO, constantly fine-tuning your design and your cataloging. Why? Because we are out to grow your traffic, conversion, and your sales. The founder of My Amazon Guy is Stephen Pope. He has one of the largest podcasts in this area. Every week, people tune in to his podcast to find out how to sell more, how to effective strategies on Amazon, and he has a very transparent process that I would love to tell you about and show you how we can help you sell more products. If any of this has resonated with you, please reply to this email at flow@myamazonguy.com. Give me a call. Hop on a calendar, a link below, so that we can set aside some time to show you how we can help you move the needle. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it and look forward to speaking with you. Have a great day.